insist is just one of the many cruel treatments they receive from uniformed men. The police post, headed by the presumed murderer, remains locked as Zao's angry colleagues demand justice. We need clear justice. The police inspector is said to be critical at the hospital after testing the wrath of the exasperated mob following the action.
The feet of a motorbike rider reportedly ripped off the sum of 200,000 francs CFA from his passenger remains unbalanced. Motorbike riders took to the streets in the town of Bangante in the West region, that was yesterday, to denounce injustice in the incarceration procedure. The details in the following story.
Anger, panic and the fear of the unknown gripped motorbike riders in Bangante in the West region this Thursday as a protest one of theirs incarcerated for allegedly ripping off the sum of 200,000 francs CFA, including 2 mobile phones from his passenger. The bike riders are questioning the procedure of incarceration, which according to them went so fast in violation of certain norms. To express their anger, they blocked the main highway that links the West region and the Central region. They later on proceeded to the DO's office to make their voices heard, while some stormed the court where the case was opened for this Thursday. I am here to testify that a bike rider wearing an identification jacket can never steal. We carry luggages of passengers in front. The girl could just be an enemy. We have unanimously agreed after this incident that passengers who henceforth carry their luggages behind or on their bodies, it could be their back or any other thing. The DO rebuked the bike riders for taking the laws into their hands. The bike riders in a crowd questioned why, in less than 2 days, someone would find himself in prison. Without prior investigation, they claim the accused bike rider is innocent and must be set free. The protest paralyzed circulation for hours, with vehicles trapped on the spot. The bike riders say they will seek other means to get their colleague out of jail.
Enriched by some 205 new personnel and former staff, it is but normal to give them all the technicality needed for them to function well. The reason for 3-day initiative session organized by the Ministry of Public Health, Beatrice Gamo, sat through the session. Her story.
New group of state agents, 205 former temporary staff, now integrated in the great public health family. Important for them to have a global idea of what is expected of them, the necessary technical tools to handle administrative matters.
We need to welcome them, to give them the tools and the basis concerning the administrative functioning, and also give them all the tools for them to better manage their career and all the financial aspect of their careers.
In this context of COVID-19, therefore,
then they will fight against COVID and the other pandemics and epidemics. They will have to act in the agenda of transformation of the public health system. They will have to act in the sense of the universal health coverage. So they have many challenges, they have many things to work on.
Objective which the new official says they are up to the task, working to bring out the human image of the administration. 3 days for this impregnation session, opened by the Secretary of State at the Ministry of Public Health for the fight against pandemics and epidemics, Alim Ayato, exhorting the men and women to be exemplary in the exercise of their upcoming duties. Other training sessions on program to enrich their knowledge in specific public health sectors.
Expecting 3 babies and ended up having 4, Marie Pascaline and her husband are in sort of a mix feeling. The 30-year-old mother say it will be difficult for her and her husband to take care of the 4 babies. Beatrice Gamu once more.
The delivery of these quadruplets one of mixed feelings, January 21st. Joy, on the one hand, for the grace of 4 babies, 2 boys and 2 girls, and worries of how to take care of these young innocent souls. Gratitude of the mother to God Almighty Bed Natural for his blessing. 30-year-old Marie Pascaline was delivered of her bundle of joy here at the Catholic Medical Center, Notre Dame de Rosée, Our Lady of Rosary, popularly known as the Sisters Hospital, situated at the Simbok neighborhood in Yaoundé. All 4 babies weigh 2.100 kilograms after delivery by cesarean section. Outcome of proper medical follow-up following threats of premature delivery.
From the beginning, the pregnancy was not just easy.
This housewife and her husband, a Clando driver, as it is commonly called, on the 4th delivery, now have 7 children to take care. Their plea for help to the mother of children, the First Lady of the country, Chantal Biya. Hospital staff adds their voices for it to go far and wide, especially as they too have been in the charity train all through her pregnancy, their first quadruplets after 12 years of existence.
So I'm just pleading the government of Cameroon to take Chantal Biya to please to give a help on this.
To ensure safety of babies, the mother and babies are in a VIP ward in the hospital. Marie Pascaline's and Mélene's hope is that of love and jest from people of goodwill.
Lilian Thuram, a French football icon, has been elevated to the rank of Sawa notable at a highly animated Gondo cultural event in Douala. The French-born, who has been tracing his African roots and glamouring for equality of races, was elevated to the highest level of recognition of the Sawa people. Regina Leketandan completes that story.
Voilà la clé de la ville de Douala.
A key of the city of Douala handed to Lilian Thuram, a prolific former French professional football defender and the most capped player in the history of the French national team. In a highly animated cultural ceremony in Douala, the French national was elevated to a Sawa notable by the Ngondo clan, what leaves the UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador filled with emotions.
I feel so loved. I am short of words. I keep asking, why me? What did I do to merit such honor? I will hold the memories of this day all my life. I am French, but to think that today I was received as a son of the Sawa people makes me feel humbled.
Lilian Thuram, who is also an author, has been tracing his African roots, even though born of French nationality. To him, Africans cannot be separated from their ancestry.
From a very tender age, I have always believed that our ancestors accompany us in our daily lives. We need to understand the history of our ancestors and understand we cannot betray them.
The president of the Ngondo clan said his fight against racism and calling for equality of all race earns him this recognition this day.
It was important for us to recognize him, not because he is our son.
The ceremony, which took place on January 21st, 2021, witnessed the presence of sons and daughters of the Sawa clan who performed various cultural activities, much to the pleasure of different dignitaries who graced the event.
Robert Chalito, I have the rest of the news in the French language.
Oui, Morindi, on poursuit cette édition bilingue avec du sport et plus précisément parlons du CHAN. Le CHAN qui a entamé sa deuxième journée et aujourd'hui le groupe B va conclure cette deuxième journée. Mais avant, hier, notre envoyé spécial Mirabeau Mahop a assisté à la rencontre Libye-RDC. Nous l'écoutons après ce match.
Bonsoir à tous. C'est donc une équipe de la RDC décimée par les cas de coronavirus qui arrache un match nul in extremis ce soir face à la Libye. Un but partout. Une égalisation en fin de rencontre qui permet aux léopards locaux de garder la tête du groupe B. Et juste avant la rencontre, la nouvelle est tombée. La République démocratique du Congo compte 12 cas de coronavirus, 9 joueurs infectés, tout comme le team presse, le kiné et surtout le coach Florent Ibenge. Et c'est donc sans son entraîneur principal que le double vainqueur du CHAN a disputé son second match de cette édition 2020.
On a quand même fait un match nul et puis c'est très important pour nous, mieux vaut 1 que 0. On n'a pas voulu perdre vraiment ces matchs parce que ça allait être un calcul pour nous et voilà, nous allons encore faire un effort à notre dernière rencontre pour sortir toujours planté du groupe. Voilà.
Là c'est sûr, on ne viendra pas comme on a débuté ces matchs. On se donnera à fond, on va débuter les matchs à fond pour pouvoir vraiment se donner cette chance-là de pouvoir arriver à la quart de finale. Ne pas attendre comme on a attendu aujourd'hui, essayer de pouvoir faire le nécessaire dès les premières minutes, de pouvoir marquer et se mettre à l'abri.
Ouais, c'était un match un peu difficile pour nous parce qu'on nous a marqué un but à la 5e minute. C'est un peu compliqué pour nous, mais malheureusement, Dieu merci, on a égalisé à la dernière minute.
La République démocratique du Congo ira donc à Yaoundé au stade Amadou Ahidjo ce lundi pour arracher sa qualification pour les quarts de finale de ce championnat d'Afrique des Nations. En face, le Niger. André Mirabo-Maop à Japoma pour Canal International.
Merci André Mirabo-Maop. Mesdames et messieurs, c'est avec cet élément de sport que nous fermons cette édition de la Mi-Jeunesse Canada International. Nous vous souhaitons de passer un très bon week-end. Très bon week-end à toi, Moridji.
Très bon week-end aussi à vous, Robert Chaliton. Wish you a wonderful weekend in the company of our programs. Good day.